Let's see now. Alright. So we're back on air again. The stream had stopped last time. Occasionally happens. Right, so we said we had a three-way championship battle between Get My Falls, Alpha Legend, and then Dollar Tommy. Where is Dollar Tommy? Is he joining McWally or? So Legend is about to start a lap here, so we'll go on board him. So coming into turn one, takes it on a curb and keeps it in. So it's track limits. Now the exit here, he pulls over to the left, so he can open up this next right-hander. Try to carry as much speed as possible. He does it well enough. And now we're going to end to sector 1, and now we're into the more technical part of this track. So 23 corners, most on the calendar for a track on the calendar. Good enough to the left-hander. Now braking. Yep, he's so looking good so far. And now ends to 1019. And it's proper sector 2. We'll have to see where that'll be in the context. Daniel Camper is out 36.9, so he's here again. And now as it comes last corner, we just need try to take a bit of curb there, but not too much, and it's a 33.4. That's saying a high benchmark early on. Very good. Gosh, top team's invalidated, and he's definitely validated his own another lap there, so we should have just come in. So now it's a 34.8, Game of Falls 34.2, next battle 37.2, although I don't think that was actually a proper lap. Yuri again. Not sure what he's doing. Yeah, he's validated, so let's see who's next across the line. Actually, a bit of a wait. It's going to be for an Alfa Romeo of Max Bell, or no, Danny Camper, who's already set his lap, so he'll be just looking to get in the pits. So, Legend's going to pace setter, and he'll need that one, because with Dollar Tommy apparently not turning up today, he might be a... Oh, Aaron, you're saying that stay outside the top 10 so you can go for hards until the rain. Does rain incoming? Now that will change a few things, for sure. And that's changed the whole complexion of this race as well. JJ in an out lap. there. Next Bomber, there's 7. Boxtel, Vane, Aaron and Carson. These haven't set laps yet. Also up to Stevenstein. Singapore is the longest race because considering the lap time of it, plus the track isn't actually that long, it's just the fact that there's so many corners. So let's see now who's going to set a lap now. Matthias, who actually set 36.5, he's now in the pits. There's a Haas of Joey Boxtel who's in P4 at 35.1. So now, MJ here, he's in Sector 3 now, so he'll be the next one to set a lap time. Revving the gearbox down a bit there. And now on the power, just needs to... Yep, he's kept off that curb, just to be sure. P5, 35.7. A lot. Yeah, there's a lot of gaps in between these people, so you could be unbelievably behind someone, but you could still be a couple of tenths off. Yeah, nearly anyone's doing laps. Aaron's coming out the pits and softs. Top your team's out to set a lap now. You just start now. Let's just see where his lap will go. And someone keeps to the right. Oh well. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Max Pell's already retired, so I think he just wants some people to beat him and leave him outside the top 10 for a free choice of tyre. Let's see, Aaron here on lap. Vane has started his lap, and it doesn't look like... Yep, he's kept it in very nicely. Oh, he's oversteer. Oh, that's a piece of his wing gone. They'll have to abort that lap. Carson's invalidated. Why is he using his ERS? He needs to stop using it. Legend and Getaway falls to laps as well. So I mean they very went with the softs, and they know there's no way they'll be put out the top 10, so annoying that Dollar Tommy hasn't turned up yet, because he still had a chance of taking the title there. I think he was only 3 points behind the championship leader on the false, and he was tied with Legend. Although Legend is doing everything he needs to do. And now 33-1 for Legend. On the other hand, I wonder maybe he might be able to find a little more improvement at some point. Getting away false now. He's going to his lap is in sector 3 now. Let's see now, 33.6. So not a very good lap from Gamma Falls. So the two championship contenders are currently the pace setters now. See, pretty much no one else. Clear 7 is valid, so I just to see if he's going to actually sell up. Aaron is at 59.989. Well, yeah, 159.989. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's definitely some great pace shown by Aaron McFall there. Top 2 team has took the mediums. That's anyone who hasn't said a lap is now on track at this moment. Carson's retired himself after the session, so he's happy to start from the back. Maybe be able to keep out of trouble. So Joy Boxtel, who said 34.7, he is now P3. So now says now to maybe try take back P3. Aaron has retired from the session, so he's happy enough to be where he is. And Top James also retired. Like Bomberg, he's in the pits. The 7 and Yvain are in outlaps. So now, give me false outlap. Legend isn't out yet, or he is now. Oh, Game of False is retired. He's out. He's crashed himself out, and that's it for pole position hopes. Yeah. Try boxing in the pits. He's going to be finished now, because there's no way he'll be able to be pulled into the pits, then get out and actually get round to set the up on time. I mean, now sometimes he's but begin his lap, so we're going to try and prove. And he has, oh, it's already in validation, and he's out. Ay. So P4 best for him. MDJ here. He's slowing down. He'll be able to make it to the line, but he's got to leave some space for some others. Danny has went for the mediums, so maybe he's gonna try something with these. And he probably might have just backed off on the soft one. MTJ, oh, he's in the pits. He's going in the pits. He's done. MTJ's retired, so P5 is best for him, so nobody can take P3 at the moment. Alright, just manages to control the oversteer. And one Legend, a bit more, another far behind in his own lap. Is there a second up in the first sector? That would be good enough for what's the P6? But if there's further improvement here, it could be P5 or even P4. So now let's see, it's a 102, yeah, sorry, 2 seconds improvement, so that would be good enough to put him up around P3, P4, P5 territory. Oh, Steins actually went P3. So Matthias P4, so Alex Bomber's now in P3 in the soft, and Danny's at P6 in the mediums with a 34.4. So that's it. And did Legend end up setting another lap, or no? Legend 32.6. He's just set that one to death, and he's the last one, so he's on pole. 32.6. Pretty quick. Get my fast. Take a P2. And I need to try beat Legend today if he wants to keep this championship lead. Alex Bomber takes P3. Then it's Stein, Matthias, and Danny on the mediums. Try Boxtel and Sam Dowsday on the softs, along with MTJ and Max Pell. Then Yuri, who said 38.20. He's the best of the people that said top 10, and Aaron, who's just set a time. Top 13, Peter 7, Yvain and Carson, no time. So 11th to 16th, they get the free tire choice. Stein, Matthias and Danny in mediums. A very interesting race. So now, just have to wait for the session timer to come in. Hopefully it'll be on the setup soon enough. Please tell me there's no lobby glitch. Ah, we're good now. Joy box down, get my falls first to ready up. The soft runners may well need to do a stop before the rain comes. So Legend, he begins information up there. And now we'll just see the strategies. Hard for everyone outside top 10 except Yvain. So, uh, I'm not quite sure how this race is gonna pan out. You have the top three in the soft, so they'll be able to get a good start, and then maybe for the first 2 laps, they'll be fine. They'll be able to pull away a bit. But then the mediums are just gonna come into play. Yeah. Then the hard runners to be able to go into the list, suppose the rain comes. So, Daniel Camper and Joy Boxers qualified, so that's not going to help them. They are close enough to the start line that it won't be too bad for them. Nope, we don't have it on Tommy, so he could be out of this championship battle if one of these two end up winning the race, pretty much. I mean, if Game of Frost ends up winning it, Donald Tommy will be out of contention. If Legend wins it, then it will be pretty much Donald Tommy would have to hope for all hell to break loose in the final race. So now 5 red lights. It's lights out in Singapore. We are racing. And to get my force, he's got to jump in Legend. So he's got to jump in Legend now. Alex Bomber's managed to keep his P3, and meanwhile Sam Davstay's managed to use the soft wells, and he's managed to get past some of the medium runners. So Danny is, oh no, Danny's been put to the back. Danny's fallen to the back. He's no damage, but that's really not helped him out. Oh, let's say Aaron, he's already going for a moving max pal. Oh well, no, there wasn't really none of that there. It's just a airport thing. Just making you think that. So now, Frost has got that lead up from Legend. After a brilliant start. And it's suggesting 2 stops, even 3 stops for some people. And then there's 1 stop which just for guys that said top 10. Or who started outside top 10. So I mean Yuri is up to 10 now, so he's on the point. And he possibly won't have to make an extra stop. Or a stop. So get my fastest lap. Oh, wait a minute. That's just a glitch. That's a glitch. I just have to wait for that to sort itself. Legend, he's close, but not quite close enough to. Okay, now it's kind of starting to sort itself. It's now sorted itself now. Legend is still on the back getting my fast, but I have to wait now until the DRS is there, because it's hard enough to pass in Singapore, even without DRS. I mean lap 221, but you can't use DRS yet. So I'll be activated for lap 3. As Daniel Camper is past the 7. Who check. No damage. He was just a bit slow. That was all. Stein, was he glitching there or something? It's announcing out to P5, so the softs have worked for him at the start. And let's see now. It's lap 3. It's Bomberg is right with this pack as well. So you might be able to maybe just keep up with DRS. So let's see Legend, he's already going for the move. And that is a pretty good game. Falls trying to fight for this. Well, fight for the lead and possibly the championship lead. He's got it done as Legend, so... Oh, we've got yellow flags. Oh, it's Joy Boxtel, he spun. And that won't help him one bit. He's now down 15, probably with tyres that are practically on fire. And now he's going to get past break number 7 here. And there's pretty much nothing he can... Oh, we have a touch there. There's actually DRS here now, so... But, I mean, there's no way past MDJ. Stein has got past Sam, that was the... Vane's past MDJ now, actually. So... Well, I think maybe somebody could rely on the other soft runners holding up the medium guys. So now we're lane 3 to chase down Sam Daviste. Alex Bomber falling off the back of Legend again by fast. And Vane's already passed Sam Daviste, he's in the pit. He went early. So now what tyre is it? It's the hards. Oh, Max Bell's at a spin. Troy Boxer is also in the pits, but that's understandable considering the spin he had earlier on. So now you only have the top 3 as he MJ's getting passed by Yuri, so the soft guys are just now sitting ducks at this stage. As well, Aaron is also passed. He's took advantage of MJ again passed by Yuri to also get through. Okay, Mafos picked up a time penalty already. So unless the street circuit, so just still not a place you could course or maybe just track extend. So Matthias, he's right in the back ex Bomberg, who's doing well enough for himself at the moment, but he will have to pit soon because these softs are just going to be towards the end of their lifespan. As Danny has passed Carson, and he's going to be in the back of MDJ soon, so Danny's doing a decent job to keep himself, get himself back in top 10 for the moment now. Matthias passed ex Bomberg in the pits. Legend and Kevin Falls also in the pits, so both of them are managed to not under triad in terms of strategy in each other. So mediums for Legend, and it is hard for getting by fast. Legend is out in P10, and now Sim Daviste, he is ahead of Alex Bomberg and MGJ. He's got the undercut. He's got such a powerful undercut that he has Alex Bomberg. So it's entirely possible that he could be the man in P3 by the end of this if he can undercut Matthias, so get up the leader gap. So Legend has clean air now, although he will end up catching the the Killer 7 first of all, and then you'll have, not long after that, you'll have Top Tier Team. See, the gap's already coming down. Matthias here. So let's see, Stein, Matthias, these two will be battling for the on-track lead. Legend at the moment would have the net lead. So Aaron and Yuri was close enough again. These two tend to be battling a lot. So now Stein, he's going to go for the outside. He dives at the outside, but it just isn't quite on. Vane is also there, and he might be maybe take advantage of these two being out of shape after a battle. And good morning, Ron. I hope your wheel does get fixed soon enough. So Legend, yep, he's past Killer 7 already. He's already cutting into the gap between himself and Matthias. So now he just needs to get past Top Tier Team, and then he'll be able to get a little bit of clean air. Top Tier Team already pulling over to the left, a bit defensive. Just trying to break the toe. There wasn't even DRS that Legend. I mean, this is what's really going to help like Matthias, because Legend's going to have to get through some of these people. Lock up from Top Tier Team there. And now let's see, anything gonna happen this straight? Yes, there is. It's going to be Legend just making an easy move on Top Tier Team. So now next for Legend would be Carson, who's a little bit further ahead, so he does have some clean air to chase down. Meanwhile, Danny is on the back of Yuri and Aaron. In the ERS situation, Aaron's just burned all his ERS to keep with Yuri. So that's a strange one. Oh, we got your flag here. It's a... Oh, it's Sam Davisday. No, it wasn't. It was Williams up ahead. Oh, I just saw us the battle there between Sam Davisday and Alex Bomberg. But Sam Davisday's kept that one. And if these two just drive and not battle each other, they could well get Matthias and Stein. This game of Fast is now past Killer 7. So the gap between him and Legend is about 7 seconds now. Plus Game of Fast already has that penalty, so it's actually 10 seconds once it's applied. Oh, he's in the pits now. He's took the gamble. What tyres is it? It's another set of mediums. Legend saying fastest lap, 38.2. So Killer 7, he's in the pits as well for the hat. He's had to get front wing change, so he's just going for the mediums now until the rain. Evans out P13. He's behind Sam Downs, Alex Bomberg, and MDJ. Oh, he's set a bit worse there in exit. Killer 7, he'll be behind Control, even Max Pell, and well, not Jordy Boxtel. He's a long ways off. So Legend now, he's already caught up a lot to of the gap between himself and Matthias. Oh, we got Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. It's no. Could have 7. Dry box down the pits. He's got damage probably. Because there's no way he'd be in the pits otherwise. He's probably going to get lapped. Well, maybe not. Another set of mediums and a front wing change. So let's see. Danny is a little bit falling off the back of Aaron a little bit. Like he's not completely gone, but he's a little further away than before. His Legends past Carson. He's got the move done. Sets him up to 6th. Gavin Foss is only 9th at the moment, and he's still got to get through top tier team and Carson. So Legend, he's about 11 seconds off Matthias. Oh, Alex Bomberg can stand down stick. I believe Alex Bomberg finally has got past. Oh, top three teams after session. Oh dear, I'll try pop an invite. So there we go, I've just sent him an invite now. Because then 5 6 penalty speed in the pit lane. He's now in for the softs. So he might just go for fastest lap before the rain comes. Daniel Camper is past. Oh no, Aaron! Oh, Aaron's at a spin. Oh dear. So Danny is past. And I was only just inviting, so I'm terribly sorry for missing the. I think Aaron just had to spin himself. So now Danny, he's not quite close enough to Yuri. I mean Legend, he's now within 9 seconds off Matthias. He's Legend's bar is always DRS though. I mean Matthias still has pretty much a full what is it? He's got a full battery. Stein also has a full enough battery. Yeah, full enough days a lot to use, but not full enough days. It's just he's able to regenerate. So now Legend, if you don't get past Danny Camper now, is he going for it? Danny has a DRS here, so that means he is he's safe enough. Aaron's not picked up a penalty, he's in the pits, so his strategy is kinda out the window now. And it's a wing change. And it's mediums. So your parents out of the points now, and there's a strategy out the window. Legend isn't quite past Danny yet. He couldn't get past on the long back straight. However, Killer 7 has managed to pull himself out of. Does he pull himself out of the DRS range for Danny? Oh, Danny's the doors here. So You'll be a bit out of shape now. Danny doesn't have DRS, so this should be an easy enough pass for Legend. But Danny will probably fight this one, maybe. Oh, bit of a touch, and Legend's through. Oh, it's time! Something's happened there. He's very slow in the pits. Matthias also in the pits. Danny in the pits. Now it's just Yuri. What in the... So Danny's now in the hards. So maybe that rain isn't coming. Now the fact Legend has gone through pretty much every single driver and still he'd be in the lead. He just needs to keep going for a bit more. Maybe he can buy another set of mediums, then go to the end. We've only been on the tyre 6 laps. So Legend, if you're not going to get past Yuri soon enough. Yuri has a penalty though, so... However, Legend, if you'd like to get past before he has to make another pit stop. Because I mean, Yuri, his pit stop will come up soon enough. So now, I mean, Matthias just came out 5th, so now he's going to have the advantage on tyres versus a Legend. Oh, Sam Davisday. Oh, it's his teammate. His teammate's out. His top shot team. He's crashed. Oh, it's a VSC. That might have just spiced up the race. Question now here is, does Legend go for the Haars and get to the get to the end, or well, maybe he might even be able to get to the pits before the VSC's out. Well, nobody's near the pits. The closest are the leaders. So VSC is gone. Legend now is going to need to try and get past Yuri soon enough before he might have to make a second pit stop. Now VSC would have helped both Yuri and Legend and Carson, my Foss, to be able to adjust their tyres. Thing is, could get my Foss get to the end. Maybe he might. And it's probably worse as Legend is through. Legend is now in the lead. Oh, now into the pits again. A race that had a lot of potential for him. and he could have been up there at the lead battle. He's now in the pits again. It's for softs. His races just went from bad to worse. Stein is past MDJ, so the Legends already pulled the second gap. So let's see, Yuri's now picked up another penalty. We'll just get up penalties quickly. 6 seconds for Yuri, 3 seconds Gamma Fast. 3 seconds for Bomberg. 5 for Danny Camper, 3 for the Vane. See, Danny's speeding a bit lane. Sam down stage 3. Stein is none. Aaron is 6, Q7 is 8, Joy Box to 3. Legend, Carson, Matthias, Stein, MGJ, Max Bell, Aaron, or not Aaron, but rest of them are all clean. So let's see, Legend, he's now pulled a 2-second gap. He's just extending this gap now, so he could, Yuri will have to pit, and Carson will have to pit. So, that does mean that we might see Legend be able to pit and come out in the lead effectively. We'll be close enough to maybe 2 others, then you'll be able to actually well, let's see, lap 16, we're halfway through the race now. Oh, Aaron's now picked up this third penalty today. Stein and Sam Davis they're battling. Yep, Stein's got it done. Oh, Ismail's here, so he's not racing today, but at least he's turning up to watch the stream. So let's see. Oh, Carson, he almost lost it there. He just managed to keep the car. Oh god, Jerome. Oh my. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Let's see, we're not seeing any pit stops yet. we're going to have to wait a bit, maybe to lap 20, or maybe lap 19, 20, before we'll see anything. I mean, Legend's been on side for 11 laps, so that means depending around lap 6 or lap 5, 6, so... Yeah, maybe my pit in 2-3 laps. Oh, Legend's in the pit. He's went for it now. He has went for it. Yuri is dead out. Carson is most likely going to stay out. Game Fast also staying out. Matthias, he'll be staying out as well. Well, Legends won't mind Game Fast and Matthias. Hang on, did Matthias... Hang on. Yeah, he's on medium. He'll have to make another stop. So Levain, so yeah, they're going for that really quick soft stint at the end. Legend has come out P7, so he's gonna have to get past X Bomber first. Isn't easy? That won't be the easiest thing in the world. Then I'll enter P-Vein. Then be Matthias and get Matthias and Carson. So let's see now, get my fast, he's going for it. He's going around the outside of Carson. He's just kept inside track limits, out of the wall, and he is into P2. I mean, Carson doesn't have a penalty yet, so he doesn't need to worry that much. Because then he'll be able to take advantage of other people having penalties. Let's see, is Carson pulling the pits this lap? No, neither is Yuri. So Legend seems to be already trying to cut down that gap between himself. Well, he's already past Ice Bomberg, so it was a bit easier for him than we thought. Who can stop waiting now? Alright, now anyways. Well, Yuri now is not pitting. Aaron is at the fastest lap, but 36.6. Is that rain actually going to come, or not? I mean, Aaron is just about not lapped. Because I mean, Yuri. So let's just now past your vein. So I'm looking at that one on camera. On stream. So, Legend needs to get past Carson. It's a purple sector. And he's already going for it here. So, he's come up that quickly, he has to go for it in a place you wouldn't normally see a move. So now, next for Legend will be Matthias. And then after that is again my Faust. Matthias has to pit anyway. Yuri has to pit. So then it's just again my Faust who has to. Because so it's been a brilliant race from Legend. He's only made 2 stops and even if the race got ended now, although we just drop a rain or 2 there, is it? Just saying Yuri will win. Well, yeah, but Yuri has a mandatory stop, and yet the rain's coming, so Aaron was right in the end. So maybe Legend might be regretting that stop. So Legend's already caught up. I mean, these tires are going to be the best, in the best condition possible, very much for rain. As we don't wear that much, and since we're in going to be a cool track, whereas these guys all have worn enough tires. So if Yuri can just hang on, and if Carson is able to hang on as well, he'll be pretty much done everything right in terms of strategy. So Legend, he's gaining a Matthias. He can't go for it there though. So now Legend, is he going to go for it? That rain is getting a lot heavier now. So the thing is, Legend needs to get past him, but because the DRS could well be disabled very soon. So if he can get past these two before that happens, at least he'll have to move. So Danny's in the pits. I think he's going for the inters. Legend's past Matthias. Danny, it's inters. He's the start of 5 seconds, but if this is the perfect time to get in for these inters, then it might well be able to lessen the impact of that 5 seconds. Selections past Matthias. Again, my Faust, he is he's basically sitting duck at this stage. He's on 16 lap ball hards, Legends on 3 lap ball mediums. And now, so now Legend, he'll have to go for the inside here, and he's got done easy. So that means he'll be forced. He probably have to just accept that the fact that he's probably going to lose this championship lead, although at the moment they'd be tied maybe. Fastest lap, that belongs to Aaron, so the fastest lap inside the top 10 is most definitely Legends. Max Pell's also in the inters. Yuri's in for the inters. Legends also going in, so Yuri's pulled a blinder here, and Aaron is probably kicking himself, because realistically he knows he could have been there as well. Game of Frost also in. So now let's see what Legends pace in the wet is like. So DRS just disabled, so they practically picked the perfect time. Although Danny, he'll be happy enough. Oh, Sam Davsey, he's had to get over the curb there to make sure he gets in the pits in time. He is in, and he'll be in for the fresh tyres. Danny now, he's going to end up in P8. So let's see now. You only have 6 seconds though, that is the thing. So Legend only really needs to catch to within 6 seconds, and then he is in prime position to take the win. We'll just check his warnings quickly. He has one warning, and that could have been a collision warning. And also, while we're actually here, we'll just quickly check Danny's. Yeah, but it was just a speed in the pit lane. They won't be able to remove that one. Oh, it's crossed the pit exit line, so I'm not even sure if that one will count for it. So give me fast. His strategy did work in the end, in a way. He did the one stop and then managed to go long enough for the inters. Although he was still beaten by Legend, who made two stops. Although Legend might kick themselves, they didn't. They actually pitted because the rain had just came. So that gap isn't coming down the way you'd think it would be. So Legend still has 2 and a bit seconds to catch before he's in the range. So we'll change interval. Penalties. Oh, 14! 14! So he's got 5 seconds and there's 9, so he's already in the range by a distance. I just didn't know. So he got to track limits penalty, and then he got a speeding in the pit lane one probably. So I will check that one again. If it does say instance trolleys, yep, speeding in the pit lane, so that might well have cost Yuri the win here. So looks like it will be Legend, even if he's 8 seconds behind, to take this win. I mean, getting a boss is actually close enough to him, but he's got 9 seconds. Aaron's retired in the pits, so that means he has had enough, and so gone. So yeah, tier 7 now, he's just passed the entire caravan. Aaron, you could have won, but unfortunately you did have that spin. Considering you put a few less penalties, you might well. Bury is 14 seconds, 5 seconds of speed in the pit lane, and then the others would be just track limits for the cutting corners or track extending. So it's done everything right in terms of strategy. He's 8 seconds out of Legend, and Legend is not closing in. So, I mean, there's not much that can be done for Yuri. It's not like it's just a 9 seconds. So let's see. I mean, Danny Camper now that he doesn't have his penalty anymore, he'll be able to benefit maybe from anyone who is within range. In terms of penalties, so Legend is actually fallen out down a bit. 8.7. A very long lap round here, even in the dry. There's a lot of laps, and then it's not exactly like it's a 1 minute 10 or something. It's a 1 minute 30, maybe 1 minute 40 for some people. Not much now. In terms of battles, maybe Stein versus Vane, and also Danny as well. But Carson ahead of him, who also benefited. So me, he's actually got 8 seconds now, so he's split in the pit lane and he picked up 1 time penalty. So we could end up seeing Stein and Danny 5th and 6th by the end of this. Oh, Danny's not picked up penalty as long as Stein's. That means it'd be at best. Then it would be 6th and 7th. So now it's 9 seconds between Legend and Yuri. So technically, if he was able to get a speed in the pit lane penalty removed, and in one case it was a glitch, then perhaps. Oh, we've got your flags. It's try Boxtel. There's some from IM. Now it's 8.2 again, so Legends picked up the pace. And he's just making sure to keep within penalty up, so even if something did get removed, he'll be still in range. So I have 27 now. So it's 8.1 now, 8.0 between Yuri and Legend. So it looks like Legend will take this one even if he made 2 stops and ended up behind Yuri. He managed to go from just straight to the Inters. Now it's 7.7, 7.8. Game of Fast is actually keeping up with Legend now, so he might be regretting them time penalties. Because who knows? Oh, Daniel Camper has passed Stein. The rain's still there. We won't see the full wets most likely, but we'll definitely finish on the Inters. So lap 29, Legend 7.3. If you can go into 6 seconds, then he could be absolutely certain of the victory, even if there was multiple penalties removed for Yuri. Although that'll be having the fast close 1.5 seconds in the last couple of laps. So there we go, lap 30, the penultimate lap. So at the moment, Legend will take the championship lead, and effectively, Tommy would still be in the fight, but he will require DNFs pretty much from both Game of Fast and Legend, and also he would have to take the fastest lap. Or maybe he actually let's see, Yuri, just now 7.4. It's pretty much staying stable now at this stage. I was thinking, what would have been interesting? What if it had been dry, and then we might have seen Legend try chase down Yuri. Oh, there's a front wing has just went somewhere. Has it? I tell someone there's a bit of debris just went. Not enough Legend. Not enough Game of Fast either. It's now 7.0. Is it Yuri by any chance? See who's doing... Oh, this is terrible, the camera angle. Oh, it is! He's end plate damage. And that pretty much ruined any chance of him maybe having a big enough gap that he could get some penalties removed to win. Well, I mean, depending on the rules, it could be that the only way Donald Tommy could win is if Legend DNF and Gilman Foster and Almir. Oh, it's now 5.4. You always want to be careful, otherwise he could be a victim. Could be in the range for Gilman Foster. So that's the thing, Legend knows he has to win, but maybe he just wants to hold Gilman Foster to make sure that he ends up in P3. Okay, it's because it's 3 track limits penalties and 1 speeding in the pit lane. That's why he has the penalties. I mean, Legend knows now that he can just hold Gilman Foster up and make sure he ends up in P3. And I mean, even Matthias, he could end up stealing the podium. But now, it's Yuri, who has done everything right on track with strategy and all. So on track, Yuri wins in Singapore. But now, it'll be Legend, who has done everything right and kept in the gap. He wins it after penalties. Gilman Foster is P3. Matthias actually now takes that. So Gilman Foster is P4. Carson will effectively end up P5 in track, but he's going to be beaten by Danny. Yep, by Danny. And Stein doesn't beat him, so Carson takes it very well, earned P7. I think Bomberg then and Sam Davis will take the last points positions. Okay. Right, so that's for the private interviews. Drive box took to the 7th lap, so it's just waiting for Max Bell and MDJ, the last people on the lead lap. Yuri's joining us to do the interviews once I get through the results. So I also here. Just wait for Legend now. So there's your point in the centre, so Legend now will take the championship lead, and have a decent championship lead over others. Gilman Foster and Dora Tommy, who for some reason missing here, on Dutch podium. Surprises. So Legend takes the win after penalties were applied, even despite doing 2 extra stops than Yuri. Matthias P3, also Yuri's P2. Gilman Foster ends up P4, so he loses championship lead. He's in P5. Daniel Camper, decent P6. Carson P7 from P16, so a decent recovery. Stein P8, Alex Palmer P9, Sandastic P10, Max Bell P11. MDJ P12, Troy Boxer P13, Killer 7 P14, Aaron, and top of the team with your DNFs. So we'll start with Matthias here. You had a decent enough race, and then in the managed just to sneak the podium. So a decent race for you in the end.
Yeah, it was a decent race with the quali on B4, B5, and yeah, with that battle from Legend and Faust at the end, I increased my gap to Faust, which made me to P3.
Yeah, so good race from you then. And now we'll move on to Yuri. So you got a lot of penalties in the end. So is it? What do you think? Maybe you could have claimed the win if there was one or two mistakes you just avoided with track limits. Do you want them to remove?
Definitely, because I think, I picked damage in the penultimate lap, so I was scared that Faust would get me. But I think Legend held them up or something, or they went really slow last lap. So I took P2, but I thought the pit lane was 80 kilometers per hour, but apparently it was 60. So
yeah,
I sped into the pit lane, and then I picked up some stupid penalties, and P2 is decent, I guess.
On to Legend now. So you got the win and the championship lead over Galway Force. So do you think you'll be able to seal the championship next week?
Well, I hope so, but yeah, it's tricky. Obviously, one ways to go. I don't know what the gap now is in points, but everything can happen in the last race. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think you're about 9 points ahead of Galway Force, and you're pretty much 25 points ahead of Dollar Tommy. So
should be good, but like I said, anything can happen.
Okay, so I think that's where we'll end it. So thank you all for watching Drivers Admins and myself as the commentator. So hope you all enjoyed that, and we'll see you